this year,
It's different.
well,
From Easter?
Passover versus,
Easter, it's the lunar calendar. And it's always, I can't remember, it's something like the first new moon or first full moon after the,
Vernal equinox.
yeah, after the vernal equinox, and yeah.
Sunday after the first Monday after the vernal equinox.
Right, or something like that, yeah. So it's the reason, that's the reason why. So Jewish calendar changes every year, as you know. Yeah. So why do we have unleavened bread? Why do we not use yeast? Why do we not let things rise? On the morning that the Jews were escaping Egypt, they had to pack their bread, and they had no time to let it rise. So they just grabbed it off the rocks, and they had the matzah. And that's the reason why we eat matzah today. Also, they say matzah can represent a little bit the bricks and mortar, but I think it's more a representation of the unleavened bread.
Boy, that's bread that's old.
Yeah.
Like a brick.
It's like, yeah, thick as a brick. No, it's not thick as a brick. So, I don't know if anybody would like to take a moment. Yes, April.
I would like to share something. I've had a real struggle with the limitations of my body. And the awareness I have is that I'm me no matter whether I have the strength I had when I was young or whether I have the capacity to do everything I used to do. That is really not who I am. The spiritual being can be the spiritual being whether or not I have the capacity to schlep and do everything I used to do. So I'm really looking forward to embracing that more and feeling the freedom of being okay with how my body will function now versus comparing it to how it used to function.
Thank you so much for sharing that, April.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Chris.
I've got, anger. I've got, at times, a reactive mind, and I react really fast.
I am on that page with you, yes.
And I'd like to,
Be free.
yeah. Another thing, I actually had to learn something about emotions and crying. I can get very emotional and start crying, and I had a friend say, "You're joyous. It's not bad. You're celebrating," because I was, at weddings and. But I had a hang-up about crying and showing emotion.
Mm-hmm. And you know what? Crying is okay. Feeling anger is okay. All of that is okay. We don't need to stay there. But the whole purpose of having it is to give us an opportunity to feel it and release it and come to the center of it. So, I don't know if we have any more time for sharing. How long do you guys need? You getting close? Okay. Is there anybody else that would like to share?
Valerie?
Okay, so can we do, we've got three quick. Let's see if we can do these three quick. Go ahead, Valerie.
I don't know. Okay, mine is I'm celebrating getting out of enslavement this whole year. It's like a freedom. And so I'm expressing myself. I'm pretty happy. Big breakthroughs. The thing I'm struggling with, and people can talk to me later, is a repeated pattern is that this week people were calling me up saying, "I want to spend time with you, and I want to," so I go see them, and then they say, "I don't like it that you're this free. I don't like it that you're celebrating, and I'm wealthy and you're poor, and you should be miserable because you're so loving and giving, and why aren't you cynical? What is wrong with you?" And really got on me to the point where I was like, wow. And it's a repeat of my mother and my sisters, and I was able to distinguish my path from theirs, but it was like an onslaught attack. So,
Freedom from that.
What was your name?
Valerie.
I'm
really glad to follow you, Valerie, because mine is pretty similar. With it being my mom's birthday and Passover, there's been a lot of things coming up for me regarding my past and how I grew up. I grew up in a very, what's a good word for it? Well, a very Christian and very just tight, like this is the way it's supposed to be kind of home. And my mom was kind of more of a free spirit, but still very kind of like, okay, I need to live this way or I'm going to go to hell. Even before she passed, she was concerned with going to hell, and I was just like, Mom, no, there's no way. But for me, I still struggle with my family, and this is one thing I want to break. The enslavement is not worrying or trying to prove to them that I'm okay, because every time I talk to them, they're saying they're praying for me and things like that. But instead of trying to prove that I'm living a good, righteous life, just really being who I am and letting go of judgment.
The rigidity.
Yeah.
Those things, that's beautiful.
Other
Yeah.
people.
Thank you. Karen, very quickly.
Just want to release the enslavement of self-judgment and occasional low self-esteem and wondering if I'm good enough and all those judgment things. I just want to let them go.
Blessed be. So everybody knows that we have that, and these chants and these beautiful songs that are coming forward right now are going to be a great release for us. And remember to visit the Passover table on the way back, write down your items, tear it up and throw it away, and release with the tears and release with the sweet.
Why is there a little cord coming out of there? Is that supposed to turn on?
Yes.
Oh.
I was not gonna get in front of that. Corky, if you wanted to.
Would you like me to do that?
Somebody could flip the switch.
I looked and I thought, we've got something electrical on.
There.
Instant menorah. So I want to thank everybody for allowing me to truly share what was in my heart. And I did it without sobbing, so I'm proud of myself.
Thank you, Annie, for being able to do that.
Thank you, everybody. Happy Passover. Chris and Jan Jan. And Ronnie.
And Ronnie.
And Ronnie.
And whoever brought the flowers, thank you. Mary Berry? Problem.
We're gonna sing the song on the back page. Back page.
On the back of the back page?
On the back. It's a one-liner.
Really simple, and this is a great sing-along, my friends. We want you to sing along.
We say shalom.
Shalom Aleichem. Havenu Shalom Aleichem.
Okay.
Oh. And we brought peace unto you.
Yeah, I love this.
Where we going to?
Yibenu shalom aleichem. Yibenu shalom aleichem. Yibenu shalom aleichem. Yibenu shalom, shalom, shalom aleichem. Yibenu shalom aleichem. Yibenu shalom aleichem. Yibenu shalom aleichem. Yibenu shalom, shalom, shalom aleichem. Yibenu shalom aleichem. Yibenu shalom aleichem. Yibenu shalom aleichem. Yibenu shalom, shalom, shalom aleichem.
I'm gonna ask Ronnie to come up and help me. And the first thing, Ronnie, I'd like you to do is to raise the microphone. And,
This one over here.
the black one, we can just come here. I'm kind of thinking you're not afraid of being out in public, am I right?
Well, I've done it a time or two. Once or twice.
More?
No, that's fine.
He did?
Oh, I hate that one.
So,
Glad you do that when you're finished.
So, there's a passage, a lot of what is chanted and sung in a Jewish service. It comes from the Bible, the Old Testament, or it comes from other writings. And this one has always touched me. So I wanted to share it. It's not one that you would necessarily hear without actually getting into a service. And this is the command to love the Lord our God with all our heart, all our soul, and all our might. I want to point out on the third stanza at the bottom of the page, there's this really interesting little piece. It says, it's speaking of the words, love the Lord thy God with all thy might. And it says, you shall bind them for a sign upon your hand, and they shall be a symbol between your eyes. Write them on the doorposts of your house and upon your gates. I'm sorry to steal your thunder there, Ronnie. But this is where the wrapping of the hand comes from, the box on the forehead, and the mezuzah. It's right here. It's right here. It's right here. And this is, 5,000 years old or some wonderful number like that. Okay. The other thing is that I have not learned all the chants, the music of the chants, so I'm going to give you a representation of a chant. Parts of it I will chant because I want to, and parts of it I'll not. But you'll get a sense a little bit, it'll be completely wrong, but it'll be a sense of what a chant might sound like.
completely right.
Okay. And I'm going to have Ronnie read the English first.
You shall love the Lord, your God, with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your might.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך.
These words which I command you on this day shall be upon your heart. Teach them diligently to your children. Speak of them when you're sitting in your house, when you're on the road, when you're lying down, and when you're rising up.
והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך.
You shall bind them for a sign upon your hand, and they shall be a symbol between your eyes. Write them on the doorpost of your house and upon your gate.
וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, וחיו לטוטפות ידיך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך.
That you may remember and do all of my commandments, and be holy unto your God. I am the Lord your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt. To be your God, I am the Lord your God.
למען תזכרו ועשיתם כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם. Okay. The next prayer, I know the music a lot better for it. The next prayer is a Kaddish. The word Kaddish is like the word kosher, sacred, Kaddish. And a Kaddish sometimes is referred to as a mourner's prayer, M-O-U-R, mourner's prayer. But that's not what the prayer says. And in fact, it's a prayer that's recited for people who have passed because it's an exaltation of God. And I just want to, I'm going to go ahead and read, or maybe somebody would like to read. Dottie, yeah, would you like to read? Come read this in the mic. I'd like you to read the English of what I'm about to say.
Our volunteer.
Just like a Seder when everybody gets to
And just like, you know, here you got the gift of healing this morning. There you go.
Exalted and hallowed be God's great name. In the world which God created according to plan, may God's majesty be revealed in the days of our lifetime, and the life of all Israel, speedily, imminently, to which we say, Amen.
Amen.
Blessed be God's great name to all eternity. Blessed, praised, honored, exalted, extolled, glorified, adored, and lauded be the name of the Holy Blessed One. Beyond all earthly words and songs of blessing, praise, and comfort, to which we say, Amen.
Amen.
May there be abundant peace from heaven and life for us and for all Israel, and say, Amen.
Amen.
He who creates peace in his celestial heights, may he create peace for us and for all Israel, and say, Amen.
Amen.
So we're going to actually chant this together. And I'm going to give you some of the lines that are in bold. And I'll teach you them just now. And then when I say it, when we come to it, there'll be a congregation chiming in. So this is called the Chatzi Kaddish. And right here, there's an Amen. You can see that. Now the next line, I'll say it slowly. Yehei Shmei Rabba Mavarech. Let's try it. Yehei Shmei Rabba Mavarech. This is a tongue twister. Le'alam Almei Almaya.
Le'alam Almei Almaya.
Good. And then we go down a little bit, and then there's this moment where there's a pause, and the congregation says, Barichu. And this Barich is the word blessed. And I think some of you may have heard me say before, this is the name of our president, Barack. Oh. Whoa. It's also Baruch and it's also Benedict. Those are all the same. Yes, Barack Obama. The word Barack is, if you look linguistically, you're looking Semitically, right? So you have the Arabic languages, the Hebrew. Baruch, B-A-R-U-C-H, means blessed in Hebrew. And the same word, Baruch, becomes Barak. Just like Abraham becomes Ibrahim, right, and Avram, those are all the same names. And so is true with Barak, Baruch, blessed, and Benedict. All the same name.
Very cool.
And then here, Tush B'chata V'nechemata. Tush B'chata V'nechemata. Da Miran Belma. Vimru Amen. Okay. It's not hard. I'm going to give you the music too, so you can do Amen. You can figure that one out. So here's the music. Yehei Shmei Rabba Mavorach. Ve'alam ulalmei almaya. And this is Barichu. The last one. Tush b'chata v'nechemata. Dahamiran be'alma v'emru amen. We'll
We'll get there.
We'll get there, all right, are you ready? So the other thing I want to mention is that a Kaddish must be stated in a minyan, and a minyan is 10. And so I can't do this by myself. I must have 10 in order to recite it, which is why I jump at the opportunity. Yitkadash Shomer Abba Be'alma Divrach Hirotei Ve'amlich Malchutei V'chai Yechon V'yom Echon Ufhaye Dechol Beit Yisrael Bagala Bagala Uvizman Kariv Ve'emru Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabba Mavorach Le'alam Ulam Me'amaya Yitbarach Yitbarach V'yishtabach V'yitbar V'yitmormam V'yitnasei V'yithadar V'yitale V'yitalal Shomerek Ureb Shah Leila min kol birchata v'shirata tush b'chada v'nechemata damiran be'alma ve'hu amen. Yechei shlama rava min shamayim v'chaim aleinu ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרואיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן. And this is a cue for the next song. This last statement was, he who creates peace in his celestial heights, may he create peace for us and for all Israel. Israel, we are all Israel. Right? We are all Israel. And say Amen. Amen. Okay, so you may know this melody. Just not the words. And we'll sing the whole thing through twice.
And I'm going to have you and Annie do it because I don't know this one very well. So you sing it and I will play.
Okay. Can you sing it?
Oh, say, help me out here. Oh, say shalom bimromav. Oh, yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Israel. Ve'emru amen. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu. Ve'al Israel, Yahaseh Shalom, Yahaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu ve'al Israel. Okay, one more time. Oh, say Shalom b'mromav, oh, Yahaseh Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Israel, ve'emru amen. Yahaseh shalom, Yahaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Israel. Yahaseh shalom, Yahaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Israel. Excellent. Good job, guys. All right. We have a song for our circle. We have a song for our circle.
Okay.
It's not on the page, but I'm going to give you a hint what it is. That's the song for the circle.
Oh, good, wonderful.
I thought you liked that. So at this point, we're going to go ahead and
gonna pass the
Money?
Pass the basket, aren't we? Thank you.
Let's get later or because we're Pass the basket. Okay.
Or the hat, or the shawl.
That usually does.
I think we're getting the basket.
Getting the basket, yes. Are we gonna sing the freedom song?
I think we can do that after the circle, because we want to pay attention to the time.
You don't say no in the end.
But I'm waiting for the
There it goes. And in our programs, it has our giving to the ministry.
From which we receive our spiritual support and nurturing.